Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, so I just want to do a bit of a video just to say g'day, and I just wanted to share a few things. I've got a few bits and pieces here that I've picked up over the last couple of months. Aside from like the figures I've been reviewing and stuff like that. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see most of the stuff I'll buy. I tend to take a shot and post it up there, so. That's a great place to hang out if you're interested. Same handle as here. It's the Force is Jess at the Force is with Jesse on Instagram as well. But I can't really do much without bringing up the trailer from earlier this week. It just absolutely blew my mind, and pardon my French, but yeah, I just lost my shit when I saw that, and it's just absolutely incredible. I've gone back and watched it. Just first time I watched it, it was a bit of a shock, to be honest. A lot of what was in there, I just wasn't expecting to see it, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting anything. I was sort of, I don't know what the word is, but I was kind of just blown away. And then just that bit where it comes up this Christmas, and then the Falcon screams over. It was just ultimate goosebumps up the arms, and you hear Han Solo talking, and it's just may or may not have teared up a bit. I think someone was cutting onions in the other room at the same time, but at the same, it's mind blowing. And then we got in the official poster, and I managed to score tickets. I'm seeing it 3 times on opening day, which sounds ridiculous, but I'm doing it. I've taken the Thursday and the Friday off. It comes out here on Thursday the 17th. I'm seeing it at midnight for the midnight release at the local cinema. There's one here, like it's a 2 or 3 minute drive away, so that works out well. Don't have to travel too far that late at night. Then after that, I'm getting up first thing in the morning, and I'm driving for about 40 minutes to one of probably the biggest cinemas in my city, Adelaide, down to Marion, and I'm going to be seeing it again at 9 a.m. And then me and my girlfriend are going to go and see it again. I'm going on my own at 9 o'clock. We're going together at midnight, and then we're going to go again at 10:15 on the Thursday night. So I'm going to be seeing it 3 times within 24 hours. It's kind of crazy, but I'm pretty sure you Star Wars fans completely understand. But we're so excited, and I just can't wait. There's just something in the air. Like since that trailer come out, it's making headlines. It's just something, and it's just a special time. And I haven't felt like this before, because I was only 17 in 2005. So now I'm coming up 28 in about 2 weeks. It's incredible. It's hard to describe as someone that invests in a bit of Star Wars every single day of their life. I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's just something about it that just, yeah, it's incredible. It's an amazing feeling, and I just can't wait. We're less than 9 weeks. We're less than 60 days. What's Christmas, guys? Can anyone remind me what Christmas is? Because I'm not excited for Christmas this year. I'm excited for Star Wars. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling on, because yeah, I'm still just mind blown over that. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get a bit off my chest, and yeah, that's pretty much what I've had on my mind. But at the same time, I want to share a few bits and pieces. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned before, me and my girlfriend, we've been playing a bit of Disney Infinity 3.0. We pre-ordered the crap out of that, and we're almost up to date with all the figures. We just need the newest 3 that have come out. That's Han, Chewie, and Vader. But we've got the rest. We got the big pack with the Boba Fett, the Luke, Leia, and the Ahsoka, and Anakin. And then we've gone out and bought the rest of them. We bought the 4 Rebels characters. Also bought her Mickey and Minnie, which is great. Because my girlfriend loves her Disney stuff as much as she loves Star Wars, so it's cool. So I've kind of kept all the cards. So we've got Kanan, we've got Anakin and Ahsoka. It's just such a fun game, and the little figures, the characters themselves are just Such a good style. Like Princess Leia looks really cool in this style. It's such a fun game. Like I was playing as Boba Fett the other day, and I was cruising around Hoth on a Tauntaun as Boba Fett. It's a really fun game. Um, don't take it too seriously. If you're one of those people that are pretty precious about your Star Wars and don't like anything to change, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like we got Ezra the other day, and I had him flying around the toy box because I was just like mucking around with the new characters in the toy box, and I was flying around with Buzz Lightyear's jetpack with Ezra. Ezra's pretty cool. My favourite character so far is Kanan. He's got the lightsaber action, yet he's got some long range stuff with the blaster. He's a very cool character. I've got him leveled quite high at the moment, so that's a lot of fun. I'm on PS4. You can add me Jesse C87 if you want to jump on PS4 PSN network. That's where I'll be, and I'll be on there in Battlefront. I played the crap out of the Battlefront beta, by the way, as well. That was great. Can't wait for that game. So much stuff. It's incredible. Anyway, I've been toying around with the. I'm not sure if you can see them. Just let me see. Right there, the Hot Wheels diecast vehicles. I've been picking up most of them as I see them, and I picked up one of the Black Series ones the other day because it's awesome. I picked up Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. I really love this ship, and so far Hot Wheels haven't done one, so I decided to pick this one up. And it was at a store where they're the same price. These ones tend to be a little bit more expensive here. Not by much, only a couple of dollars, but it was the same price as the Hot Wheels ones. So I decided to pick that up, and it's a great looking. It's got some weight to it. It's all die cast, except I think the hatch, which does open up, looks really good. So I'd definitely like to show some of these vehicles, the Hot Wheels ones, over to the side of me there. Once I get a few more of the newer ones, I'll try and do a bit of a video and group them all together and just go through them one by one. I think that'd be really cool. But that's Darth's TIE Advance, which is a really cool ship. So I'm just going to sort of move stuff around. I've got everything like piled on my desk at the moment. I'll go onto the floor here. I picked up the TIE Fighter, the Force Awakens Special Ops TIE Fighter. Now these vehicles are a bit pricey here in Australia. This was $59. There are other stores that are charging like $89, $99 for this thing. I was quite happy to pay the $59. This was worth it. This is a great ship. I've seen a couple others where the wings are quite bowed. You can see mine pretty straight. There's a little bit there, but overall the detail alone, it's got a good weight to it too. I've never owned a TIE Fighter, so I'm really happy to own this thing. I've got it sitting up on the shelf. I haven't hung it from the roof yet, but I'll get there eventually, I think. But really happy to have a TIE Fighter, and this is a sleek looking machine. From what we're seeing in the trailer, these things look impressive. There's a bit more guts than the old Imperial TIE Fighter, so I don't know, I could be wrong on that, but we'll see. But some great details, great. It's a solid vehicle. Yeah, of course, buying the TIE Fighter, I couldn't go without the X-Wing, despite all the disappointments. I had to get it. This is $79 here, which, you know, that's a little bit more than I was willing to pay, but I put it on a lay-by, so I chipped at it for a couple of weeks, and it didn't hurt as much that way. Like, you know, chucking $20 on a week just didn't hurt as much. But, you know, great tip for these. These are the things that people are complaining about, the gun turrets. They're coming pretty warped. Fill up a hot sink in your kitchen and drop them in there for a minute and get some tongs and take them out. Just be careful with the hot water. You don't want to burn yourself on the hot water, but it's got to be really hot to get this plastic hold shape. And just run it under a cold tap, and just hold it tight, pull it tight, and run it under a cold tap, and that will spring back into its intended shape. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this thing. I like the detail. I I'm not a fan of the rubber nose. That's a bit disappointing. So it looks like Hasbro have admitted their faults apparently. So I don't know why they just put it out in the first place if they knew it wasn't up to standard. But you know, I enjoy the look of it. I think it's a great design. It looks cool. It's not as weighty as the X-Wing, but I like the X-Wing, and I never had a red 5, so decided to have this black one, X-Wing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it, and I may do a review of this at some stage just to share my thoughts. But I think I'll be echoing very much what everyone else has said. Just today, stopped by Kmart to just have a look, see if new figures were out. I heard reports that the second wave of Force Awakens figures come out. Someone beat me to the shelves, but they didn't grab Hux. So let me just see one focus. It's about as good as it's going to focus. So I got Hux. Pretty happy with this guy. He looks great. He's got the First Order logo there. I know you can't see it all that well. My front camera doesn't zoom and focus all that well. And he's got the First Order logo on his head. I'll probably give this one a review at some stage, give you a bit closer look, where I can sit behind the camera with a bit better quality. So nice to see the second wave are actually hitting stores down here. Hopefully I can find the rest of them in over the weekend. And yeah, it's cool. I made a big purchase. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know about it. But I got the Sphero BB-8. It was a big purchase. I actually sold my iPad so I could get this thing. I wasn't using my iPad, so it wasn't like I was selling my possessions to buy crack. I really wanted this, and I wasn't using my iPad. I literally turn it on every 6 months, update it, and put it back in on a shelf. So it really wasn't worth it. So I managed to sell it and buy this. $250 down here in Australia, probably a little bit much, but you know, once you work out the conversion, it's about the same as the $150 the guys in the US are getting it for. So I've had a ball with this thing too. No pun intended. No, actually, there's pun intended. I want to sound funnier. But yeah, BB-8, cute as hell. I love this thing. It's so much fun too. So you got a spare couple $100 in your bank. You just don't hesitate to go pick one up. That's what I'm saying. It's cool. Can't wait for some more firmware updates so you can do a few more little things and we can hear him talk more. That'll probably come out after the movie. But he's great. Really love him. Really do. I've got a couple new hats. I'm a big fan of my Star Wars hats. I've started getting a few. I've got a couple hung up on the wall there. A couple of Rebel Alliance. So of course when I spotted this one, Join the Resistance, had to get it. Love the black, love the orange. It's a snapback, so it's got the Star Wars at the back. As you can sort of see by the amount of snaps, how big my head is. I also grabbed this one here, Kylo Ren. This one is awesome. These showed up at EB Games for $25 each, so pretty happy. It's got Kylo Ren written on the back. It's probably my most worn one so far. It's cool, I like it. Picked up a new wallet today. This was $10. This was while I was in Kmart. Not the best quality. I'm currently using another Star Wars wallet at the moment, so I probably should have bought two. It's $10, but it looks cool. I love the artwork on it, and I'll probably use it. So, you know, that's cool. Also bought a new belt. I've been struggling, and my pants have been falling down for about 3 weeks now. And I finally bought a Star Wars belt that Kmart had. Again, another $10. It's got some First Order Stormtroopers around it. So had to grab it. Had to. You don't understand. No, you don't understand. I had to. Oh, that was loud. Last weekend I was in a Target, and they have spotted this. They've still got their big Star Wars displays from Force Friday, which is awesome. Only stores that have still got their big displays out. And I found this Darth Vader cookie jar for $15. Unfortunately, most of them were chipped up really bad, so I grabbed the one that wasn't. You can sort of see a few little chips there, little one on the nose. All of them were like that, so I grabbed the one that was, you know, not so bad, and I'll just touch that up with a bit of acrylic paint. But I've got put aside, so it looks cool. I'm gonna go back and get the Stormtrooper. Yeah, it's just an Imperial Stormtrooper, nothing of the new movie. So He's cool. He did come with cookies too, so they were right. The dark side does have cookies, so that was cool. Yeah, we'll go on to this. This I picked up on clearance in a store we have here called Maya. I don't know if you have them overseas, but we've got plenty of Mayas over here. It's probably a bit more upper market. Everything's just a little bit more expensive, but they've had these for a long time, and they just didn't sell. For some reason, these figures are way overpriced here in Australia, and they just don't move. So I got this on clearance. It was like 75% off the markdown price. Normally like $75, and I ended up getting it for like $12.90. Now it's the like super big Inquisitor. Now I spotted this guy ages ago. I want to say it was last Christmas, and I said if this ever goes on clearance, I'm going to grab one. Every time I went in there, it just wasn't on clearance yet. They mark it down another $2, and no one's buying them. So I grabbed it, and yeah, $12.90 for this big monster. I was stoked. So he looks really cool. He goes well with my Vader as well, because I told myself I'm not going to buy too many of these things for space. You know, they're quite big. And I better hurry up this video because I'm already 16 minutes. So thank you if you're still watching. I'll try not to take up too much more time. I didn't know how long this would run. Anyway, went to a couple of markets a couple of weeks ago. I found these Pizza Hut cups from, what does it say? It says 1995, so 20 years ago, from Pizza Hut. Dude gave me these for, I want to say it was like $1.50 or $2. I think it was just $2. So I was like, you know, $2. But there's R2, 3PO. So no, these are 20 years old. I'm not going to drink out of them. If there's anything I do have a lot of, it's like cupware. Next time I do a room tour, keep an eye on you. See like cups, mugs, tumblers, glasses everywhere. Just, I've got to stop buying plastic drinkware. Just because it's got Star Wars on it, I'll buy it. And I've just got so much drinkware everywhere. Speaking of drinkware, I got some Force Awakens cups. Of course I did. You know, these were $2 each. I think they were $2 each. They might have been less than that. But they're the lenticular sort of looking ones. So we've got Kylo Ren. We've got Chewbacca. Oh, we've got a Stormtrooper. First Order Stormtrooper. They're little designs and stuff. They're cool. I'm not gonna drink out of them. And we got Poe. But you know, if I ever want to store things in them, they're good. They're good. And I got 2 of these little Kylo Ren popcorn buckets, which looks awesome. You can sort of see it moves a little bit, but it's a bit dumb. So, little popcorn bucket, keep a few bits and pieces in it. You know, again, you know, this market that I was telling you about where I got those other cups, got some books. Splinter of the Mind's Eye, the original one. I believe it. I don't know. I have to look it up. Return of the Jedi. And I got this one a while back, Empire Strikes Back. And Darth Balls, who used to be on YouTube, he just hasn't done much in a while. He sent me the New Hope one, or Star Wars. So it's good to have the set. Last weekend I also picked up the first 2 trade paperbacks of the Marvel Darth Vader and Marvel Star Wars series. Now, I got the first few issues of each. First couple of issues of each. It was just getting too expensive to drive into the city, which is about half an hour away. And our cover price for comics here is like double the cover price. So if it's a $3 comic, $3.50 comic, we're paying $7 just because it's imported. Like all comics are imported. That's just the way it works. So I told myself I'd save some money and wait for these to come out. And I think these were like $32 or something, but the guy gave them both to me for $58, so it worked out quite well. And yeah, I read these during the week, and yeah, really happy. So I'm just going to keep my eye out for trade paperbacks. I might pick up the odd issue 1, because I do have the issue 1 of both of these, and I think I've got 2 as well. But yeah, I decided I'm just going to wait for trade paperbacks. They look like nice collected editions. As you can see, they're on the spine. They'll look good once I've got you know, a dozen of them eventually, which would be cool. Also read Aftermath. I didn't read it. My girlfriend bought the book. She read it. I listened to the audio book. Cool story. Bit jumpy around. Jumps around a fair bit, but definitely a rewarding story. And I can't wait to see what takes place in parts 2 and 3. So that's a good read as well. Now, one last thing. We've gone 20 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I won't take too much longer. One last thing I've been getting into a bit is the trading cards. Now, we've had a couple of sets of Journey to the Force Awakens trading cards come out down here. And these have been pretty readily available in my local supermarkets and my local Kmart. This works out at $2 a pack, I think. I'm not sure if that's good or not, but these aren't the traditional like Star Wars cards, like the 70s ones with the stars and the different borders and stuff. I'd love to get them. But I've been collecting these ones. I've just got a stack of doubles here. I'll show you the packs. I've started organising them into a folder. So unfortunately there's no prequel ones in these sets, but as you can see, they haven't got that classic sort of star border going around with, you know, your different colours, and it's all stars around the edges and stuff. But so far I've done pretty well. That's just I've got a little stack of doubles here, so yeah, I'll just bring you down because yeah, I've got some Force Awakens ones already. So let me just, I'm gonna have to do it this way. So I've got a few Force Awakens cards and some shiny ones, and yeah, you know, it's hard to show like that, but but that's I've been pretty much into collecting them, and there's only like 200, so it's not going to be too hard to finish the set, I don't think. But some of the other ones, like the proper ones, I don't think they're getting them down here for some reason, but if they do, I'd love to track them down and get a few packs, because that would be cool. But these are exciting. Like, I've got a spare, an extra shiny Boba Fett, and I think I've got, where was it? I know I've got like an extra couple of Force Awakens cards, if I can scan through quickly enough, like a spare Rey. And I'm pretty sure I've got a Finn in here somewhere, but, you know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for hanging with me for about 25 minutes. I didn't plan on it taking that long, but excuse me. But if you did, thank you for hanging around. Let me know how you're dealing with all this hype and craziness, and yeah, all the hype. What can I say? Just let it in, guys. Just let it in. Like I said in the trailer, just let it in. It's a crazy time. We've got 9 weeks of waiting, and it's just going to get even more crazy. So yeah, just let it all happen, guys. It's going to be amazing. Stay positive, stay happy, stay awesome. May the Force be with you guys. See you soon.